This video was not made for kids, it's for older fans and adults, so fuck off and enjoy the video.
Nuisance Neville. Neville is an enthusiastic and friendly steam engine who wants to be part of the team. Unfortunately for Neville, he is a steamy who looks like a diesel. Regardless, even when the other engines are rude to him, he does not hold a grudge.
Oh, hello Neville. Are you heading to the diesel works?
No, I'm not, James. I'm going to the steamworks to have my boiler tubes checked over. Just because I look like a diesel engine doesn't mean you have to judge me about it.
One morning, the Fat Controller went in at the sheds with an important job for Neville.
Neville, I need you to deliver some rails in sleepers to Kirk Ronan Junction. One of the sidings is having its tracks repaired, and you're just the engine for the job.
Right away, sir.
You might want to be careful, Neville. I heard from the Fat Controller that the rails and sleepers are very heavy.
Don't worry about me, Winston. I'm sure I can cope with a heavy load like that.
Neville puffed into the shunting yard and saw that his load of rails and sleepers were ready and waiting.
Alright, Neville. The rails and sleepers are all secured and ready to go.
Thank you, sir. Now let's get these new rails delivered.
Neville puffed along the line, pulling the rails and sleepers. The flatbeds were very heavy, but Neville didn't mind. By the time he arrived at Kirk Ronan Junction, he saw Jack and his team waiting for the rails and sleepers.
Thanks for delivering the rails and sleepers, Neville. That's just what we need to replace these old tracks on this siding.
I'll unload your flatbeds from here, Neville. You better go back to the station and let everyone know not to take this track as it's having its rails replaced.
Alright then, I'll see you guys later.
See ya, Neville.
Neville turned round and puffed back to Knapford to let everyone know about the track repair at the junction. First, he encountered Thomas pulling the mainline local.
Hello, Neville. Is something wrong?
One of the sidings at the Kirk Ronan Junction is closed for repairs, Thomas. I need to let everyone know not to take the track that's under commission.
Roger that, Neville. Thanks for the warning.
Next, Neville saw Edward at a station collecting his passengers for his branch line round.
Hello, Neville. Did you deliver those new rails and sleepers to the Kirk Ronan Junction?
Yes, I have, Edward. I just need to let the other engines know not to take that siding that's closed for repairs.
Good idea, Neville. So that way they'll listen to your advice once they approach the junction.
Soon Neville had returned to Knapford and saw Henry, Gordon and James inside the station.
Hello, everyone. I've got a very important message to give out.
What sort of message is it, Neville?
Is it something to do with your ugly square boiler being replaced for good?
It's got nothing to do with my square boiler, Gordon. This message is very important.
How important is it, Neville?
Very important, James. You must not take one of the sidings at Kirk Ronan Junction because the tracks there are being replaced. And I've just delivered the new rails and sleepers this morning.
Ha! Is that it, Neville? Surely it's not as important as my express.
But Gordon, you have to listen to me. It's not a misconception I'm making up, it's really serious.
Ugh, no one wants to listen to any of your nuisances, Neville. Let us get back to work and leave us in peace.
Oh dear.
What's the matter, Neville?
Gordon and James didn't listen to me. They think I'm acting like a big nuisance all because of my stupid square boiler that makes me look like a diesel.
Oh, I know how it feels to be misjudged, Neville. You just need to give James and Gordon some time to themselves before they can make up their minds about you.
Do you really think so, Henry?
Yes, Neville, I most certainly do.
Ah, Neville, thanks for delivering those rails and sleepers. You're a really useful engine, even if you look completely different to most of my other engines.
Oh, thank you, sir. Is there another job you have for me?
Well, I do need you to collect some ballast trucks from Alsborough to take back to the Kirk Ronan Junction once the new rails are put into place.
Alright, sir. I wish James and Gordon had listened to me, though.
As Neville collected the ballast trucks, he puffed back to the Kirk Ronan Junction. Just then, he saw Emily waiting at a signal, looking rather worried.
What's the matter, Emily?
I saw James speeding by not long ago, and I'm worried he might crash if he doesn't stop.
Where is James off to in such a hurry?
I just passed through the Kirk Ronan Junction, and I'm afraid that's where he's going.
Bust my buffers! I'd better stop James before he crashes into that siding!
Neville raced as fast as he could to stop James from a nasty accident. Further down the line, James was approaching the Kirk Ronan Junction and didn't see the disused siding up ahead.
James, stop!
You're gonna crash into the barrier!
Huh?
Luckily, no one was hurt. But James had come right off the rails and was stuck beneath the soil where the new track wasn't ready yet.
Oh no, I'm stuck! Maybe I should have listened to Neville after all.
Are you alright, James?
I will be if someone pulls me back onto the tracks.
That's what I was trying to tell you. You mustn't take this siding. It's out of bounds. And now you're gonna get into trouble with the Fats controller.
Ugh, there goes my scarlet paintwork.
As Neville pulled James back onto the rails, the Fat controller arrived in Winston and was very cross with James.
James, you have caused a lot of confusion and delay. And I've also heard from Neville that you ignored his warnings about taking that closed siding. You owe Neville an apology.
Ugh, fine. I'm sorry for ignoring your warning, Neville. I didn't realise he had been that serious.
It's okay, James. Now let's get you to the steamworks and have that soil removed from your wheels.
Soon all was arranged. Neville shunted James to the steamworks to have the soil removed off his wheels, while Henry took over James's goods train. The next day, the siding was reopened, and the engines were happy now that they could rest their wheels before their next jobs. Neville was talking to the other engines about how he helped James with his accident. The engines were very surprised.
That accident must have been very hurtful, James. It's a good thing no one was hurt.
Easy for you to say, Thomas. I thought Neville was acting like a nuisance until I realised he was right all along.
And I'm sorry for not listening to your warnings too, Neville. The signalman flagged me down yesterday, and then I realised that you were telling the truth.
Well, Gordon, now that the siding's finished, it's free to use whenever you like.
I'm so glad you did the right thing by stopping James, Neville.
Thank you, Emily. I hope everyone admires my unique square boiler again. As Thomas says that being different is what makes me special.
That's right, Neville.